Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be doing something not involving MM2. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how I edit. Okay. Yeah, bang my head on that palm tree over there. Let's move forward. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how I edit because a lot of you guys have been asking that in the comments, and sorry I couldn't make it sooner, but this is what I'm going to do now. So yeah, basically what I do first is I find a place I want to record. Okay, now that I'm in the place I want to record, what I do, now I'm in the place I want to record, what I do next is I go onto inventory and I put all my things that are at the bottom in my inventory. So you just press on the inventory button over there and then put them in. So it makes it easier, so there's no tabs at the bottom, so it can make the quality so much better. Then what I do is I go to settings, and I think most of you should know this, but I'm showing you guys if you don't know this, because I am such a nice, amazing person. I hide my tags, in case you guys don't know how to do that. You just go onto it and then press the on button, and then I also use follow cam body because it just makes it more better. It makes it better to record. When you want to spin the camera, you can just put on right and it will spin. When you're on left, it will spin that way. And yeah, so that's really good. And now what I do is I get the lighting. I have this one, which is actually a shaders one, and it's very shadery, but it's very vibrant shaders, so I don't use it a lot. I have the default one, which I'm going to be using today. When I will be posting the edit I make on my channel actually, so you guys can see the edit without the copyright music and stuff. Then I will find a dance and I'll be back when I found the dance. And when you guys have found the emote you want, then you can start recording. Okay, now that I have finished recording, I will go to CapCut and I will show you guys how to edit. I'm going to try not to use CapCut Pro, but if I do, I will show you guys how to get CapCut Pro for free. And it's not a bad thing. It might reduce your quality a little bit, but if you don't mind and you want maybe better edits, I can still show you guys how to do it. As you guys can see, I'm now in CapCut, but what we got to do first is we got to find the audio that you guys want, which I'm going to do right now, and I'll be back. Okay, now that I've got my audio in my video, what I do next is I click on the video and I go crop. I press the 3 to 4 one, and then I just adjust it to my video, and I can and I just zoom in a little bit, and then it turns out like that. So I do that. I adjust to the right bit in the video. I split it there. And then for the first bit, I add glitch effect. So I'll use that. I just use, and then I use the bad quality effect for the start of it, so it turns out like that at the beginning. And then for the transitions, I don't use the transition button because it doesn't really work for me. So then what I do is I click on that video and I go animations, because it works so much better for me. And then I just press any effect really. I think I'm going to use shake slide for this video. Yeah, and it kind of turns out like that. But And you can also use it for the out. It can just fade out. Yeah. And then I will show you guys how to do the overlays now. So, what you want to do is you want to go at the overlays. So you can find them on CapCut. You basically type up overlays for edits and you can find a bunch there. Yeah. Okay. So now I've inputted the overlay. I just cropped it to the length I want it. As you see, it just turns out like a massive block on the screen. What you need to do is press on it and you go to splice and click the overlay button, and it should turn out like that. And then you can just like keep using that, and you can duplicate it to use in like another bit of your video. And you can add even more overlays to give it the like an editing effect. Like if you want to get like it even more of a perfect, I will you can just like, yeah, I'll show you how to do the things if you want the effect behind the person. Basically, you click on this, you duplicate it, and you put it as an overlay. You can just drag it to the video length and it will be an overlay. And then what you got to do is you got to remove the background, and there should be an auto removal button, and you just wait for a little bit until it auto removes, which it's done now, and it should like so, like, yeah. But obviously we want this to be behind the rainbow effect. I mean, if you don't want it behind the rainbow effect, then you can just leave it like that. CapCut's changed a little bit actually. I can't find the layers button. So then you click on layers and that goes to the front, so it won't be like that. As you see, that's at the front as well. So now what you can do is you can add in more overlays, and I'll be back to you when I've added a few more in. And for the overlays, you need the effect lighten, because if you use the effect overlay, it will turn your videos very dark unless you do want it like that. But I tend to use lighten because it's just a bit better. And then if you want the overlay behind the video, this, you just put it on layers and you put it to the back, and it will just kind of go behind the person. But obviously we want the rainbow effect in front, so sometimes you got to just change it up a little bit depending on like where you want all the effects. Yeah. But obviously you might want the video slower, so I did actually make a mistake, which I've got to do now. I've got to delete this, and I've got to make this video smoother and like slower. So to get the velocity, I find the velocity effects not very helpful, so I go into curve. You can just kind of make your own, and it will be like, yeah. So let me make it and then I'll be back to you. This is how I do mine. So you can take a quick screenshot of how I do it and copy that down into it. It makes it slower, and now since the slow-mo is like slower, I can duplicate it again. And then obviously you want to go again and remove the background with auto removal, which is already done for me. Very useful. You just place it in, which is good. and then you gotta like, well, I'm just gonna redo all the layers and stuff. But obviously adding the overlays is not just the only thing that I add. I go onto effects and then I press video effects. Then you can kind of just choose whatever effects you want, really. If you have CapCut Pro, I recommend using Flash and some other Pro effects. Obviously I can't tell which effects are Pro, you guys. I'm so sorry, because my iPad has free Pro for some reason, so I can't tell which ones are Pro and not. There's actually a really cool effect if you have Pro called Neon Ghost that turns out like that, and it does the outside for you, so I think that'd be really good to use. And if you want to use the effects I use, which is Neon Ghost and Shaky Glitch, but I turned Shaky Glitch intensity down to the minimum, so it's still a smooth edit. If you want to do that, you can just screen record the whole video and crop it in your Photos album, because like if you don't have Pro, then you can just crop it, screen record the video from the beginning and crop the video. And I think in Photos you can also like crop how long the video is, so if you crop the ends when you swipe down to screen record and stop the screen record, you can also get rid of that as well. So if you don't have Pro, then you can do that, but it might reduce the quality a little bit, but I think that'll be okay and definitely worth it for the Pro effects. But if you do have Pro, then you can press on the AI Ultra HD button. I put the resolution up to 4K and the code rate high, so it gets the better image quality, and then you can just export your video.